Hello dear friends, Salam Alaikum. Let's have a look at one of God's most precious gifts to us, that's water. And we will look at water from a particular perspective, that is water filtration through evaporation. In other words, we look at the precious gift of fresh water as opposed to seawater. So God Almighty hydrates our body from our skin to our brain. Each organ, each tissue, in each cell of 100 trillion cells through fresh water. Moreover, God Almighty makes important physiological functions such as maintaining optimal and stable heating and cooling in our bodies through circulation of fresh water. So the 37 degrees of Celsius that we enjoy in our bodies that cannot go up or down is maintained by God Almighty by the means of circulation of fresh water in our bodies. Maintains optimal digestive function and elimination through water. So, in general, 75% of our brain is comprised of water, 75% of our heart, 86% of our lungs. So, and other uses of fresh water are thermoelectric generation, irrigation, domestic, residential, mining, livestock, industrial, and so on. So we are asking ourselves, has God Almighty supplied us with enough water? Well, the earth is the only place in the entire universe that contains this vital, precious gift of God for our use. So God Almighty created the earth for us and covered 70% of Earth's surface with water in the oceans with an average depth of 1,000 meters or several thousand feet. So enough water is there. No problem, no issues. But let's look at other issues. This diagram shows you that the water in the oceans that contains 97% of Earth's water, 97%, contains 3.5% salt, 3 times more salty than our blood. Fresh water that is suitable for our use must contain 0.05% salt. Look at the difference, 0.05 and 3.5. That salt water not only will not quench our thirst, but will make us more thirsty and will compromise our survival and destroy our agriculture and our livestock. So from that 70% Earth's surface, 97% is in the ocean. Only 3% is fresh water. From that 3%, 68% is ice, is inaccessible to us. And another 30% is groundwater, again inaccessible to us. Only 0.3% of that 3% is left for our use. We would have run out very soon. So what solution has God Almighty provided for us generously, graciously, omnisciently? Is the water filtration through evaporation. So he put the oceans there and he created what is called a water cycle. The water itself has to come to us, and while it's journeying towards us, it should leave its salt behind. But in the ocean, the salt is vital, must keep the ocean there. So you look at the molecular structure of the water, and you see that omnisciently and wisely, God Almighty had chosen 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. And furthermore, you can see here that the hydrogen was chosen omnisciently and wisely to have only 1 electron in the outer shell, whereas oxygen would have 6 electrons in the outer shell. So the 6 electrons make oxygen more electronegative. And God Almighty not only created the atoms for our use, to be in our service, but He created something called bonding between them, so that material will be of more use to mankind, to ourselves. And the type of bonding that God Almighty made possible between hydrogen and oxygen was covalent bonding. But because oxygen was chosen to be much stronger and more electronegative than hydrogen, the bonding between the two is pulled more towards oxygen. So making oxygen more negatively charged, hydrogen more positively charged, resulting in water molecule to be polar or having a charge. Moreover, you can see in this diagram that the 2 lone pairs, the 2 of them, push the oxygen or hydrogen bonds toward the center. So ideally, the H2O should have had a 180-degree radius. Whereas now, because of the omniscient choice of God Almighty, having chosen hydrogen to have only 1 electron, and oxygen having more 6 electrons, much stronger in higher electronegativity, therefore there is an angle that gets created by God Almighty, a precise one, that's 104.5 degrees. So omnisciently chosen, and that makes the water molecule to make another bond with another water molecule through a bonding called hydrogen bonding. Enough to keep it, but to break with collisions. As they collide, they leave that bonding, and water molecules evaporate. So water is the only element on earth that can be found in 3 states of matter: liquid, solid, gas, at regular everyday temperatures, because of God's omniscient choice of H2O. So 1 oxygen or 1 water molecule makes a bonding with another water molecule, but that bonding between the 2 lasts only 100 billionth of a second. In other words, in 1 second, 1 water molecule creates a partnership with another water molecule 100 billion times. So that makes it a liquid in gas or solid. Therefore, God Almighty, having embedded His omniscient, infinite, in-depth knowledge in the design of the water molecule, water always evaporates from the ocean, and as it ascends, it becomes clouds, it condensates, and then it precipitates. So we are delivered with fresh water without salt, with only 0.05% of salt in the fresh water. Moreover, that water cycle makes the earth the only habitable place because it filters the air, it puts humidity in the air, it makes our breathing possible, and as it precipitates, it benefits our agriculture, and then that precipitated water goes back into groundwater, back to the ocean, and circulates again. So not only water is a precious gift of God Almighty, but remember, water cycle is what makes our earth habitable for us. The water cycle. Was it not for the sake of water cycle, we had to go to the ocean. We could not even drink it. Today we can desalinate, but earlier generation did not have this technology. Plus, desalination has enormous economic burdens and environmental damages. So I hope this brief clip draws your attention to one of God's underlooked, overlooked, precious gifts, that is water cycle or water filtration through evaporation. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.